Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today we visit Tula's Bridal and Formal. She'll have that perfect dress. And I prepare the popular La Scala salad. But first, let's take a walk down the valley's musical memory lane. Bits and Bites of History is a lunchtime program held the third Thursday of each month at the Tyler History Center. Educator Dante Bernard presented the Valley's place in music. A packed room went back to the late 1800s. We visited the Grand Opera House, Reed's Arena, New Elm Ballroom, Idora Park, Stambaugh Auditorium, the State Theater, even Cedars Lounge. There was live footage of the artists, stories, and little-known facts. The hour flew by. So we happen to be here for the 12th anniversary of Bites and Bits of History. And Dante did an excellent job today. I was getting goosebumps watching all the things I remember. Bay City Rollers, you know, all the things that I grew up with, and the Cedars and the Tomorrow Club and all that. What are some of your favorite music memories from Youngstown?
Well, the first concert I saw as a sophomore in high school was Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes.
What a way, at the Tomorrow Club?
No, that was at Beagley Center, actually.
At Beagley.
Yeah. I did attend the Bruce Springsteen concert, his one-man show in 1996.
That was incredibly special.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
In Youngstown, my sweet Jenny, I'm sinking down. Hey, darling, in Youngstown.
And do you have anything to do with these different, you know, themes that you do during Bites and Bits? Because, boy, it's really diverse.
We decided this year, last year, 2025, the theme was around our 150th anniversary for the Mahoning Valley Historical Society. And this year, since it's the America 250 celebration, we wanted to follow along with the themes that come up every month for that celebration for 250 years since the Declaration of Independence. So normally we bounce around more, but these are two very significant years in our history as an organization and the country.
I mean, you really do a good job, obviously. I mean, this place is packed. And, you know, it's just 1 hour and you learn so much about the Valley. You know, I had no idea about the Opera House and all these different things. I mean, you guys really do a great job, you know, revisiting Mahoning Valley history. You do.
This show, or this program today we anticipated a big crowd because music and our local community are very closely tied, and we've had a wealth and breadth and depth of performers come out of here. And I told you earlier, one of my top most favorite in my lifetime, like top 3 or 4 shows I saw was in 2000 when Glass Harp played at Powers Auditorium with the Youngstown Symphony, and there was a CD that came out, No Strings Attached, but it was just a tremendous production. They played their favorite music, the orchestra, everything was in time perfect. A great night.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you, Bill, for that wonderful introduction. The only thing I want to add to it, because I can, is I graduated summa cum laude from YSU. So I'll just read this verbatim. We are so lucky to have a music history here in the Valley that is miles deep. Unfortunately, this presentation only lasts until 1 p.m. So what we're going to be talking about today, it's going to be a very broad strokes, kind of just touching on some of the pieces of local music history, but I really wanted to be able to kind of show off some of the things that we have in our physical archives downstairs in the basement of Tyler History Center, but also our Stewart Media Archives over at the Arms Family Museum.
Well, Dante, I thought you really nailed it.
Thank you.
I mean, so interesting and so many things I did not know. And you know, that's what Bites and Bits is all about,
yeah.
right? Researching this, what were you shocked to find out?
There was a lot. I was most shocked to find out how much I could get out of the State Theater or the Tomorrow Club.
Right.
There was really so much that I got to a certain point where I was like, I could do a whole talk just on this one spot.
Exactly.
And so just hearing about how it survived so long and the different issues it dealt with, but it just kept coming back. And the fact that we still have a piece of it just standing right over there.
Yeah,
so
the
it's
facade.
Yes.
When I was in rock radio, the owner of the station, I remember, was thinking maybe we could rejuvenate it. And he went in, and I do remember it was really salvageable.
Yeah.
I mean, it had gotten so much damage from the rain and the roof and all those problems.
One thing I will say, put it on tape now, is that the way that Cedars was talked about throughout my research, I see West Side Bowl having a very similar experience as we continue moving on through the years.
Yes.
Cedars just celebrating its 50-year anniversary, and
I mean, you had to make a real effort to get video then. You know, it's not like the cell phones now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like, even the Cedars, it's like, who the hell had a movie camera that went in there?
I was like having that title card for the Infidels at Cedars. Like that was my favorite part of the clip.
Yeah.
It's just having that, like the timestamp for it.
Right.
It's just like it really drags you back immediately.
That is that moment in time that it'll never.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I used to love the Cedars, man. You know, so as a history major, what really areas of study were you most interested in historically?
Historically, I will say local history was not something that initially had grabbed my attention. I did a lot of research in medieval history and a lot of ancient history. I was nearly an archaeology major, and so at the very beginning of the presentation, talking about ancient music history, I was able to pull a lot of what I learned from that
fascinating.
to kind of just tie it all in. It really when I say set the record, I mean really setting the record and where we are in music history.
So what topics do you have planned coming up?
So I do know that unless any plans change, I believe I will be doing our Bites and Bits presentation for the month of December this year, which will be focusing on the next 50 years in America's story. And so kind of like some ideating. What's the country going to go through? What's our third anniversary, like our 300th anniversary, what's that going to look like?
Oh, you're going to be a prognosticator.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to be just like Phil.
Yeah.
Punxsutawney Phil.
I will, yes.
What the future, that should be really interesting.
Yeah, that'll be good. And then just seeing the success of this presentation, I'm very interested in continuing this and diving a little bit deeper into local music.
Opened in 1927, the State Theater has long been a center for major entertainment in downtown Youngstown. Barnstorm, Joe Walsh.
Yeah, a little performance by some guy named Joe Walsh. So that is a commercial to kind of advertise the opening of the Tomorrow Club. You can't talk about local bands without talking about the Edsels, right? And their hit song, Ram-a-Lam-a Ding Dong. Cool in the Gang, right? This is a photo from when they were honored with a spot on the Youngstown Walk of Fame in 2023. If I could just get lights for this very last bit, I wanted to show this off because I thought it was cool and timely. But I had the honor of going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2024, and so I have a tote bag with Cool in the Gang on it.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
In Youngstown.
This is Senior Solutions, brought to you by the Reese family, the owners of Briarfield Healthcare Centers.
This new series will explain care programs available to your family. Right now, we're at Briarfield Place in Boardman.
Do I have to have my doctor come here to check my progress, or do you have doctors on staff?
We have a medical director in each skilled nursing facility who will follow you while you are rehabbing at our facility and then communicate with your primary care physician your progress and any updates.
And then that will determine how long I need rehab and if I can or can't go home.
Yes, the physician will be a part of that, as well as the team of therapists, the nursing staff, social services, the dietitian. It's a whole team approach that will determine what is the best option for you after rehab.
Briarfield knows you have lots of questions, and they have the answers. With Senior Solutions, you'll have a clear understanding of Briarfield's care programs.
Hi, I'm Robbie Fellman. And I'm John Stanko from Boardman Subaru, where the Subaru A Lot to Love event is happening now. Right now, you can drive one of the safest SUVs on the road. The 2026 Subaru Forester is an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive. And it's built to last. The Forester has the best residual value among compact SUVs according to J.D. Power. Award-winning safety and award-winning value. Only at Boardman Subaru, just south of Route 224 on South Avenue.
Prom is your time to shine. Tula's Bridal offers a large selection of one-of-a-kind gowns. So what's your style? Ball gown? Sparkly sheath? Cat-eye? Low back? Corset? Tula's carries exclusive designers. Discover the dress that's as unforgettable as you are.
You won't go home hungry from Carmela's. Come see us for family-inspired Italian favorites. We're open 6 days a week for lunch and dinner. Carmela's Cafe Italian Eatery, just like Grandma used to make, on Western Reserve Road in Boardman.
The 48th Annual Mahoning Valley St. Patrick's Day Parade is Sunday, March 15th. Enter your group, organization, or marching band at mvstpatrickparade.com.
You better come on in my kitchen.
Well, today I am going to prepare an excellent salad. It is so easy to make. It comes together quickly. It's so flavorful, and it really doesn't have that many ingredients. And this is the signature salad from La Scala restaurant in Beverly Hills. And my sister Denise, when she lived out there, raved about this salad and would go there and tell me how great it was and all the ingredients, but I never got to enjoy it myself. Well, a lot of celebrities have been talking about this on the internet, and I'm reading the ingredients. I said, oh my gosh, it's the La Scala. So I'm going to make it for you now. You are going to love this dish. Let's go over the ingredients and then we will toss this salad. For this salad recipe, you'll need 1 head of iceberg lettuce, rinsed and finely chopped, 3 to 4 leaves of romaine lettuce, washed and finely chopped, 1 cup of Italian salami, julienne, 1 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese, and 1 15-ounce can of chickpeas, rinsed and drained. For the dressing, you'll need 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, 1/2 teaspoon of salt and pepper, and 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and more for serving. Well, as you can see, I have the iceberg and the romaine lettuce here in the bowl. And really, all you do is add the ingredients. I matchsticked all this salami, which is delicious. And then the shredded mozzarella cheese, and then the can of chickpeas. I mean, that's the ingredients. My mother, Jelaine, really likes this salad, but she hates chickpeas. So when she eats it, all there are chickpeas left on the plate. So that is our salad. And all we're gonna do is get it dressed. So now I'm gonna take the olive oil. I'm going to add the red wine vinegar. I'm going to add the Dijon mustard. Get all of that out of there. Then I'm going to put the 1/4 cup right here in the dressing because that really helps spread it out. And then the 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a little bit more. And then the pepper. All right, so I'm just gonna whisk this together and get it emulsified and blended together really well. I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Sure. Okay, so now you just pour this over all these ingredients. And then you just toss it. And make sure every bit gets covered with the dressing, and you thoroughly mix the salami and all the cheese. That looks pretty good. I've only lost one piece of salami. I don't think that's too bad. All right. So let's get this plated and see if this is a good batch of the La Scala salad. So I plated some of the salad. It's so fresh and crunchy. And you know, when you serve it, a lot of people like to add a little bit of more of the grated Parmesan. So I did that too, but I'm telling you, did you see how easy this was? It is so good. I mean, it is dead on every single time I've made it. Fresh, crunchy, love the chickpeas in there. And I am just going to serve it with a very nice Sauvignon Blanc from California. Really easy, not too grapefruity, and it is just perfect with this salad. Delicious. See how easy this was? Go to my website, CaseyMaloneShow.com. Look up the La Scala salad recipe, and honestly, you are going to make this time and time again. Cheers.
The 48th Annual Mahoning Valley St. Patrick's Day Parade is Sunday, March 15th. Enter your group, organization, or marching band at mvstpatrickparade.com.
At Window World, family is the heart of our business.
And we're committed to giving you the family treatment too.
From your free estimate to installation and long after, whether replacing windows, entry doors, or the siding you've dreamed of.
We promise to treat your home like it's our own.
It's what we've stood behind for all these years, and for years to come, we'll continue to say,
not only do we stand behind our windows,
we stand on them.
Welcome to Kamar Jewelers, a third-generation, family-owned business run by my brother, Rob, and I. We share a passion for beautiful jewelry and strive to help everyone find the perfect piece. From life celebrations to everyday moments, we've been honored to be a part of your story. Our collection ranges from unique natural diamonds to affordable styles, offering something for everyone. Come visit us anytime at Kamara Jewelers, where every piece tells a story.
Get real, get Kamara.
Locally sourced is good, whether it's ingredients or a bank, and that's why my bank is Farmers National Bank. Since 1887, Farmers has remained rock solid through every economic condition. Having a bank with a history of safety, soundness, and conservative management is a must. It all boils down to this. You need a bank that will help you reach your goals. I do too, and Farmers is mine. Farmers National Bank, rock solid.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
Well, I am here with Chula, and she is one of the most popular ladies in the Valley. She is the owner of Tula's Bridal and Formal. And Tula, I cannot believe you've been here for 40 years.
40 years.
What made you get into the bridal business?
I just love clothes. I love fashion. And I love what I can do with dresses. And I did start with sewing a lot.
Right, so you're a very
making custom clothes for people. And then I went to bridal.
We were talking off camera, and you told me that you have never had a bridezilla.
I never had a bridezilla.
You've never had a psycho girl?
Never did. Never did, really. I never had.
Everyone comes in and
they're happy, and we try to take care of them, and they live happy when they leave my store.
They do, and I attest to that, because when I came in, so many years ago, when I got married, you pulled out a dress. She's an evil genius. And it was the first one I tried on, and I wound up buying it.
I said, try it on.
And it was perfect.
Yes.
I bought the sample right then, and I thought I had an idea of what I should be wearing, and you were like, oh no, that's gonna look like crap on you. And you were absolutely right.
Well, you have to try different styles.
How do you get that knack? I mean, you look at a person's body, their coloring, their shape, and immediately you know what will suit them.
Well, I guess I have the eye for it.
You really do.
I do, yes.
I've sent so many people here, they're complaining about their daughter not finding the dress. I said, go to Tula, honest to God, whatever she thought, you will straighten her out.
I try.
And you get people from all around the region.
We do.
Is it because of the designers that you carry? I mean, you have a lot of exclusive lines, don't you?
We do. We have a lot of exclusive lines that no one carries around here. There's a lot of, most of them are repeated customers that I have done their proms, I have done their sisters' weddings, and they're happy and they come back and they buy their dress.
And how big is the prom season? You mentioned that. I mean, and your selection is unbelievable.
It's big. It's big. It's not as big as I used to do because I don't have the room in the store, but it's pretty big.
And this new location, you really did have to pare down some of
yes,
your
a lot, yes.
But you have so many dresses. I mean, how many wedding dresses do you think you have right now on hand?
Probably close to 2,000.
Absolutely every color, shape, and style, and mothers of the bride.
Yes.
You would do.
We have a lot of mother of the brides. We do a lot of mother of the brides.
What are some of the newer trends right now?
Fit and flare, corset, basque waist, drop waist, and not as much the mermaid. We still do some, but mostly off the shoulders. A lot of long sleeve wedding gowns.
Long sleeve, because for so long it was strapless.
Yes, but we do sleeves with detachable sleeves.
Oh, so
that's very big, that they can take it off.
You say that you have a lot of repeat customers. Have you don't have to name any names now.
No.
Have you ever had a customer with multiple marriages come in and get gown after gown after gown?
Yes.
How many would that be?
Well, 3. I have sold 3 wedding gowns to one girl. Mm-hmm.
See?
Well, to a couple girls, I should say, not one girl, a couple girls. They will come back. It would be the 3rd marriage. Yeah.
Hopeless romantics.
Yes,
just want to keep getting married.
And they still come back here.
What do you think about your 2nd and 3rd marriage wearing white? Is that
I don't have any. We don't carry any white dresses. Most of our dresses are off white and ivory. So I don't have anything in stock. So if it is a 2nd marriage, I would say go with the ivory dress.
And did you ever tell the woman, this looks terrible on you?
I sure do.
And
I tell them, take it off. It doesn't do anything for you. We have more choices.
And they look and they say, you're right.
Yes, because I will pinpoint, this is not the right for your waist. This is not right for your hips. It will look better if we get a different style. Let's try something else. And because not every style looks good on everybody.
Heck no. I thought I had something in mind. And boy, you made me put it on and I said, ew, that is ugly on me. What is the average cost now of a wedding dress?
We start from $1,800 and we go up to $5,000.
That's about, you know. And is there
most of the girls will go around $2,500 to $3,000. And then there are some that they will go above that.
So have you met a lot of the designers?
Yes.
Do you go to the shows?
Yes, I go to the shows. I go to Barcelona to see the collection. New York, mostly Chicago I go to.
And if I were to order a dress that wasn't my size, but I love the style, how long does it take to get in?
Right now, they want 6 to 7 months, at least.
So what is your advice to a bride that is coming in for the very first time? What would you like them to do?
I like them to bring us some pictures to show me what they like. And I will go with what I think they should wear, and we'll try their designs, what they want. And then if that doesn't work, then we'll put what I think is going to be the right style for them, and then we go from there. And the girl I had this morning bought the first dress she tried on.
And did you pick it out for her? Of course.
Yes.
Telling you.
It was the first dress she tried on. She says, do I need to try anything else? And I said, well, you have 10 more dresses in the dressing room, let's try them. And she ended up buying the first one she tried.
That was just what I did.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that is why Trula has been here for 40 years.
When I came to the store, I was like, okay, maybe a couple more years, and it just keeps going. We have a lot of weddings for 2027. So I gotta be here to do them.
That's right. You're not going anywhere.
So
this is a brand new style.
Right.
Wow. What do you think?
I really like it.
I think you look beautiful.
I do too.
You want to come to the end, and we can add so they can see.
Right. I love it.
And I would do you can do a lace veil. You can do, let's try one.
Ooh, that
Should I
is.
put my hair down?
No.
That really suits that because it is old school.
It's a mantilla.
See? Oh, wow. What do you think?
This is so fun. I really like this dress.
See, she looks gorgeous.
And I think that is the perfect veil for that.
Style, yes. It looks. You need a plain dress
have a little
to have.
zhuzh
Yes.
Because the dress is so plain.
You can have a pearl veil. You can do anything you want with this.
I really like this lace.
It's a vintage lace. It's beautiful.
I love it. Do you say yes to the dress?
I say 20-year-old me yes.
It's stunning.
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.